everything else was the same. We were fighting millions upon millions of death claws, all of them, the archers, everything. It is just the same when, if you really want a feel for it, the smoke and the smell and the noise, it's when the same as when we fought Mother Zyban.
I see. My next question is, I got a letter from Sayuki saying
And
that Losona Valerian will grill Eva, but it never mentioned you. Besides that, you would be staying there, resting.
okay, say that again.
That Losona and Valerian and Grill were badly injured,
Right.
and that you were going to be sleeping for the night.
Yeah, because I was the one that treated Veloshi and Valerian. Their wounds were almost mortal. They were close to perishing, but using, because we were in their home with their native resources, for lack of better wording, medicines and stuff, I was able to pull them through enough so that they can then heal on their own. And of course, I did not have a key to their room, so I couldn't leave. And I had to observe them overnight to make sure that something would happen. When people are in such delicate condition, you have to observe them for a while.
Hmm.
Next question.
Yep. Were you able to be treated? Did you treat yourself?
I've treated myself.
And the other night that you said you needed to empower yourself to carry, did bring up concern. Mm,
The battle was just a few days ago. I used quite a lot of energy to maintain certain things.
all right. Well, besides those questions, mm, what are you planning to do now? Are we going to be staying here on Mr. Noah? Or
Well, during the council meeting, there was a proposal for a port town to be built, which would bring in more business. There is the new Healers Mage building that's going to be built. There are a lot of things that need to be reestablished in these lands, and well, I really don't have like other people say, oh well, let me go back home to visit. That's not a thing for me. If you want us to go and take some time off and go into the mountains or um, a long sea voyage and then return, but I have no plans on, I really had no plans on leaving long term anywhere.
I was just curious. Uh, it would be bad if everyone left and no structure was left behind. It's good to hear that there is pillars are being
Yeah, no, we're going to so the Mages and Healers Guild is one project. The establishment of a third port township, which they wanted by the port, so I would call it Port Town because I mean it just rings nicely. Anyway, Mojo Jojo was planning on establishing that port town, which would then aid me with the tavern because the captains will have a place to moor their ships or bring in their supplies, and then it'll be easier to transport to the tavern, and then we can get business back up here at the last drop. Of course, then I would also be busy with the Mages and the Healers Guild, reestablishing that, teaching lessons, expanding my own working knowledge, so on and so forth. Um, yeah, it's Mithrandor is just going to begin to thrive now.
mm-hmm. That is good.
What did you want to do?
Mm.
Or were you hoping to travel back home? I don't know. Once we figured out how to get you more stabilized or healing, even if it's a slow pace. I haven't had a chance to speak with Arcane Stone. Krill did give me the book of his notes, your medical records, so I have that. He is going to ask one of the artisans that he knows to make an instrument. Then I'll learn how to play it so that in the meantime, if he's not able to give you the treatments, which I recommend you do with Krill, because he's already established he knows what to sense and how much he can push. Until I have a conversation with Arcane Stone and see in her working knowledge what other possibility there is in trying to attempt to repair your crystal.
Nice. All right.
So that's where we're at with your treatment.
One other thing. I was informed that at one point, uh, how to explain that. Mm, The last drop might have to be a little bit bigger to take care of 200. Mm,
Take care of 200? What do you mean?
yeah. Supposedly, has seen I forget how to pronounce her name.
Who, Keen?
Yeah. Have they told you anything?
No,
No.
I haven't spoken to Keen in I think it's 2 days since I last saw her. I went to Siren's place yesterday to speak with him, but I just left a note on his board and left. Why? What happened?
Then I'll leave it at that until you. There's zero more key. I won't say
Well, let me
anything more.
know. No, just tell me what it is.
No, no. It would be rude to say anything further.
And what if they've already left? The reason I say is I know Keen was very tired. And before all of this with the final battle, they were talking about going back home. Serum has a kingdom to tend to. And one of the offers for me was to go with them if I wanted to. So, what if they've already left? If I don't see them tomorrow, because I'm going to Vanellope's house at 6 o'clock for a meeting, the thing that she's planning with her brother to try and imprison this eldritch god, then you will have to let me know, if not tomorrow, then Sunday, what it is.
Alright.
Okay. What's the other thing? And I can hire help to tend to 200 people. That's not an issue.
Well, since we're going to be staying here with him,
I mean, I can become what you would call a traditional tavern owner and live above the tavern.
that's the basically moving the tavern somewhere less hot than what it is currently.
So you want to relocate.
Yeah.
Then how about this? Why don't we wait until the Mages Guild and Healers Guild is built and we can find a place close to there to reestablish the tavern? Because I would love to get all those mages and healers into the tavern. Especially after hard days of studying and practicing magics and stuff, they need to re-energize and refuel. So a lot of good food selling and energy drinks and such.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking my suggestion was to place the Mages Healers Guild in a climate that is more, not the jungle, because it's way too hot. Not the desert, because there's not enough cover. Um, it's a little inlet up above where Stone Guard lives. Used to. Now she lives with Modo Jojo. She moved in with them. So there's that has the natural path that leads up to like a plateau. I'm thinking that's the best place. It's the best of both worlds, and it's somewhere new, somewhere that's not tainted by old memories and such.